Hello Aries, welcome to your monthly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the month of February 2023. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond what I'm telling you. Okay. Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Here we have a Five of Wands. Let's put that into some context and see where that's going. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. And this is going to include a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, and we're going to leave that right there. We're not going to look at it until the very end of the reading, so stick around until the end. And hopefully that will tie the reading together and give us the confirmation that we are looking for. So we've got some air, some fire, some earth, some water, some major, water, water, water. So it seems pretty heavy on the water. I think this is going to be a very emotional month for you. Let's find out what exactly is going on though, okay? I think there is, something is happening that you're very connected to, that you're very connected to emotionally, so it's going to have a lot of significance for you, whatever this is that's going on. First of all, we have this Five of Wands, okay? So this is some real fiery energy. I think you're someone that does not shy away from a fight. I think that obviously you're Aries, right? Come on. I think that you're someone who is very confident in their abilities and their skills. I think you're someone who enjoys the competition. You enjoy proving yourself. You enjoy the kind of friendly fight. You enjoy the competition, and you're a very confident person. You know your own abilities. You know what you're capable of. And I think in your life you've probably had to kind of fight for the things that you want. You had to fight for the position that you want, the success that you have. You have had to fight, okay? But you also have a gentle side to you. I think you're not a bully. You don't fight just for the sake of fighting. You stand up for what you believe in. You can fight for yourself, for what's right. You can fight for other people. I feel like you stand up for others, And I think when you do fight, you have this kind of competition, this competitive streak, I think it's for the greater good. I think it's for your success and for the success of people around you, the people that you love. So it's very balanced, but I feel a real strength in you, real confidence. Okay. I think that this week, this month, maybe the first 2 weeks of the month, I think you're going to be gaining some kind of revenue or reward or income or some kind of property. There's going to be something of value that you are obtaining. Okay, so maybe this could be a job, maybe this could be an inheritance, some kind of some kind of property or money, something of value that you're going to be receiving in, I think, probably the first two, by the middle of the month, let's say. Okay. And it feels like it's a rather significant amount. It doesn't seem like it's something small. It feels like it's something rather significant. Okay. And I'm trying to get a feel for what this is. I almost feel like it's like you're just finally going to be cashing a check. But I don't know where that check's coming from, right? But it's going to be, I think, a significant sum. It's going to be something of considerable value that's coming your way, I believe, by the middle of the month. Now, what we see in the recent past is kind of a lot of waiting around for this. So I think it's something that you have been expecting. I think it's something that you have worked very hard for. Or, I don't know if this is related to employment. I don't think it's related to employment. It feels almost like somebody owed you money, or it's an inheritance of something, you know what I mean? It's not something that you you did, you know, put in X number of hours and then you got the money. And I don't feel like it. I feel like it's extra, something beyond just, you know, your employment. It could be a retirement income. It could be an inheritance. It could be a big bonus or some kind of a gift or some kind of transfer of property, something like that, not directly related to the work that you do for money. Okay. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. I feel like you've been waiting for this for a while. And it doesn't seem like there's been much you could really do to kind of hurry it along. It's just kind of just had to wait. This universe or world card, maybe it's felt like an eternity that you've been waiting on this. But I think it's here. I think it's coming in. Okay, like I said, by probably the middle of February in the next, you know, the next week or two, I think you'll be receiving that, whatever it is you've been waiting for. Up above everything, we see this rather sad 3 of Swords here, okay? I think that you have a little bit of a tendency to relive the past a little bit, okay? And I'm wondering how this might be related to this income, this receiving that's going to be taking place this month. I feel like it's something that has triggered a lot of memories in you. So maybe it is like an inheritance or a transfer of property. Maybe it is like, you know, your retirement income's kicking in or something. But whatever it is, it's causing you to really be nostalgic. You're really thinking back to kind of the older days, but not in a very like joyous, happy, you know, reliving, you know, the exciting good old days, but something rather painful that happened, I think, is being brought back to the surface. This card is above everything. It's, you know, above the surface, let's say. And it's related in some way to this event, this receiving of something, and the time that you've spent waiting for it. There's something that you're kind of just re-experiencing or reliving. You're visiting this event and whatever these rather painful memories are. Okay? And I think that maybe this has been something that you've been kind of indulging in a lot lately, maybe as you've been actively waiting for this thing to take place. During that period of kind of inactivity, let's say, because you haven't been able to really make this thing hurry up and happen, you've spent that time in this nostalgic kind of reliving these memories that I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I feel like it was something a bit painful. Maybe if there's a person involved in this event, in this receiving of this property or this something of value, it could be that you have some rather painful memories of that person, of that event, that time in your life that's related to this. So I think by the middle of the month when this comes in, hopefully that can kind of pull you out of this this nostalgia, right? I don't know what else to call this, but I feel like you've been occupying your time up here in these memories, and I don't think it feels that great to be there. Okay, and I don't know exactly what that was, but directly beneath that, kind of opposite to that, is this 6 of Cups. So this is a really, kind of wonderful card. This is a very peaceful and balanced and healthy and happy. This is a really joyful card. So, and it being beneath the surface, right? I wonder if there's something in your past that you, kind of like a strong regret. I'm getting this feeling like when you were younger, there was kind of like this one thing that you really loved, that you really, either a person or an activity, a hobby, a talent or a skill, something that you loved so intensely, but it was taken away rather abruptly. Maybe this was something that you felt very passionate about, like a creative, like a musical instrument or something. You just love doing it. And then you had to suddenly stop. This could be, God forbid, a loved one that you were very attached to as a youngster, and they were abruptly taken from you. And if that's the case, you have my sincere condolences, okay? I hope it's not that. But I do feel like there was something that had this intense joy and connection and meaning for you. And it was you had to stop very quickly. So I don't know, again, it could be something, an activity, a musical instrument, a creative project. Could be some kind of a sport that you were just so passionate about, something that you were intensely in love with in your younger years as a child, or somewhere in our youth, that was stopped quickly. And I think that might be what you are thinking about so much lately, as you wait for this, whatever this transfer of wealth or ownership or whatever it is that's going on here with this thing of value, whatever it is that's going on, is somehow related to that time in your life. Okay. And again, with this Five of Wands, I want to come back to this as your fighting spirit. I think that you maybe have had to fight for this, whatever this wealth is that's coming in. Maybe this was something that wasn't easy to secure. Maybe this was talking about your hard work setting up this kind of retirement to kick in or something, or that you really had to do battle to get what was owed to you, or to get this transfer of ownership or this property or whatever it was. I feel like there was a lot of effort involved on your part, and then this period of waiting, this period of waiting. And in the immediate future, we've got this Seven of Pentacles. Now, I think that by the middle of the month, I think this is going to be taking place, and this is going to kind of come to fruition, and things are going to be rolling. I don't think it's going to make you all that happy. I think that this is just like this challenge, this part of your life. You've got to do it. You've got to get through it. You're going to get this thing of value, whatever it is, transfer of ownership, property, inheritance, something, retirement income. It's not really going to do it for you. You know what I mean? It's just money. It's just stuff. It doesn't really have a lot of meaningful connections for you. It's going to be useful, sure, but I don't think you don't really find the value in it in a meaningful way, right? You're not that connected with this. You're maybe in some ways just glad that this thing's over with, and that you can kind of move on and get out of this kind of idle period where you're in these memories a lot, So we're trying to get forward from that. Let's move to the path of the Serpent now. We've got a lot of water energy over here. We start out with this Eight of Cups. Now this, I think, is... I feel that there's kind of been a lack of meaning and purpose for you in your life. And I'm wondering if this maybe isn't like headed into retirement, or if this is some kind of the next act for you. And I feel like there's just this kind of almost pessimism about it, almost just this little bit cynical, little bit just like, it doesn't mean anything. I feel like you're lacking purpose. I feel like you really need to find what you're going to do, what you want to do with yourself, or with this thing of value, this inheritance, this transfer of ownership, property, whatever it is, this retirement income, whatever. I feel like you need to put that into something that's going to have meaning for you, that's going to wake up your heart a little bit, get you excited again, get your blood pumping, get you enthusiastic. Because I feel like right now your glass is kind of half empty. Okay, this card, sometimes it's half full. Things aren't so bad, but things are not really that great either. And so I don't feel that you have a really strong connection, or like a really strong sense of purpose in your life right now. Okay? Well, let's move on and see how this might develop. In your environment, We got a Three of Cups. I think this is going to be, honestly, like an unexpected celebration. I think that it's almost like someone's throwing you a surprise party, right? And you might grumble and really just say, oh, how dare you. But I think really this is kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for someone to, or for your loved ones or for family, friends, whoever, to acknowledge you and to celebrate you and to recognize you, you know? And I almost feel like this is you're gonna kind of walk into like a surprise, an unexpected celebration, and they're gonna be celebrating you. Okay, I don't know if your birthday's coming up, if it's a retirement coming up, you know, something like that, something like that. And I think the meaning of this really is for you to allow yourself to enjoy that, because with this Eight of Cups, I feel like you're going to say you don't like it, you're going to grumble and walk away, but I think inside, really deep down, that's what you want. You want people to recognize you. You want the love and affection and the meaning, but for whatever reason, you have trouble expressing that or accepting that when it's offered. Right? But I feel like the events coming in the next few weeks are going to be kind of an unexpected celebration for you. Okay? Could literally be a surprise party. But I think that there's going to be, and it may not be a huge group of people, but the people that really matter, I think, are going to show their affection to you. Right? I say surprise party or celebration, but you know, it doesn't have to be balloons and music and everything. But a gesture of affection and love and recognition is coming your way. Probably by the end of the month, maybe by the middle of the month too, which I know it's kind of odd. It corresponds with this transfer of ownership, this property or whatever, but it could be that this transfer that we're talking about is really you entering the next phase, the next act of your life. Okay? And I think that deserves celebration, recognition, and I think you're going to be receiving that from your loved ones. Now, the next card is this Knight of Cups. I think you're worried that you don't have anything to offer back, and I don't think that's true at all. You know, I flatly disagree with that. I think you do have a lot to offer, and when people show you affection, when they recognize you and they appreciate you, I think we need to kind of get out of this kind of pessimism, this disbelief, this kind of melancholy mood, and you need to offer yourself back to these loved ones. You need to give them something in return. Give them yourself. Give them your thoughts, your opinions, your memories, your affection, right? Really offer them whatever it is that you have that's of value. Not this, whatever this property or money or whatever this is that's coming in, but offer them your voice, your love, your affection, right? And I think it's important that we get out of this kind of dark mood. And I think this dark mood it's a little bit more intense or a little bit more prevalent than we realize in our life right now. Okay? We kind of gloss over the card a little bit, and we don't realize that there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these right now, and these are dark, and this is this melancholy mood that I think is going to be, at least the opportunity to relieve that is here in these cards on the path of the Serpent. And I think it's important for you to accept this love and affection coming in, and for you to offer your own love and affection back with your people, with your people. And I think you are someone that's very generous. I think maybe part of these memories are you always giving, being loving and affectionate and generous and not getting it back. That could easily lead to this card here, this Eight of Cups. But I think you're in a different circumstances now. That was the past. That was the memories, right? And it could be that you are reluctant to give this love and affection to something because in the past, if you did that and it was taken away, like we were talking about, you had to abruptly stop whatever that was, could cause some reluctance now to get into the same situation, right? The last card that we see is the Justice or Adjustment card. I think this card, usually talking about legal stuff. So yeah, I think maybe there is some legal aspect, retirement, transfer of ownership, property, inheritance, something legal-ish going on with this tangible, physical wealth that we see here. But I think this card is also talking about the balance between what you're putting into a situation, what your energy is, and what you receive, right? I think if you put in your heart, your devotion, your love and affection, you're going to get that back. It's going to be returned to you. It's going to be balanced. There's going to be, there's a deep commitment and devotion between you and your people, family, friends, your loved one, your spouse, whatever it is, whoever they are. They are going to recognize you, and I think it's important for you to recognize them back, to really keep it equivalent. You know what I mean? Maybe in the past this has not been quite balanced. Maybe it's just been all give, and you've not received anything, or it was taken away, like we said. But now we can't tip the scale the other way, and you just take and take and take, and not give it back. Now, I'm not talking about the finances or the goods or the money. I'm talking about your love, your affection, your spirit, your heart, your soul. You. I'm talking about you. So I think it's important that we try to maintain that balance there, because I feel like this is family more than anything. And I feel like they really want this connection with you. And I think it's important that we try to work ourselves out of this dark mood that we're in, and just accept the love and the recognition and the affection that is all around us. Get out of this mood here and really accept this kind of this unexpected celebration that we're talking about. I think it's important to be open to that. But let's look at this mystery card now and see what is going on with this one. Well, we've got that Lovers card. I wonder if there isn't, see, we've got the Lovers and we've got this Justice or Adjustment too. I wonder if there isn't some kind of a marriage that happened, and that maybe is related to this transfer of ownership property. I don't know, is there a legal marriage happening in your life right now? Either with you or with a loved one. It could be, and you know what, honestly, it could be the dissolution of a marriage, and that's leading to the transfer of property. It feels to me like there's something illegal going on that may or may not be related to a marriage. Okay, it could be the beginning or the ending of one. I'm sad to say I don't know either way, right? But on top of that, if that may or may not be true, I think this confirmation card is really saying that you need to decide what road you want to go down. Do you want to go down the road of happiness and union and love and affection and satisfaction and meaning and purpose? Or are you going to go down this dark road and stay in this kind of melancholy mood and not have this connection and meaning, right? Because this card is not 100% about marriage or relationships. It's about choosing the path of love over anything else. Okay? So let's think about that. We're going to take a look in the extended too. If you want to stick around, click on the link that's right up there, and you can have access to all of the extendeds. Okay. This was your monthly tarot reading for February 2023 on Dove and Serpent Tarot.